Hello and welcome everyone. So sorry about the audio and sorry if my mic goes out. And I'm not going to give actually a whole lot of explanation for these exercises. What I'm going to do is a real quick walkthrough of the solutions to the intermediate micro final exams from winter 20, spring 20, and spring 21. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the questions, then I'm going to show the solutions, except for winter 20 where I didn't have anything other than the solution file. So, what you might want to do, it's like pause the video if you haven't yet worked the questions, and then come back and kind of look at the answers. I'm just going to do it more or less like this. The fact is, internet's not been great here, and I'm worried about being able to upload this video if it's too large, right? I tried to do it on my phone with a previous version of the video. That did not work. So this is what we're going to do, right? And then, anyway, so kind of go through each of these. Winter 20 exam was split over 3 parts, right? Spring 20 and spring 21 exam was split over 2 parts. Actually, sorry, it was split over 2 long form parts. For all of these, there's a multiple choice component, which unfortunately I don't have, replicated here. All right, so this was a 2-part tariff question. Question 2, 2-part tariff question. This was a second degree price discrimination question. You could tell this because each consumer buys at most one version of the product. With second degree price discrimination, the idea, I can't help myself, I'm going to say something about these questions. With second degree price discrimination, you want to set the price of the low quality such that it equals the willingness to pay of the lower valuation consumer, and then the high quality such that the higher valuation consumer will get at least no lower consumer surplus when they buy the high version than the low, right? And then, this is a kind of a cool question because then what I did is I had high, medium, and then low low, medium, high quality. And here was that solution. Okay, I don't know. I just kind of feel awkward sitting here just like letting the audio run, but like I said, I just want to come up with a way to kind of quickly make these available. Anyway, so this was a Cournot question. This is Cournot question with different costs, right? So one of them had a cost advantage. In other words, like one of them operating as a monopoly would have greater profits, though that wasn't part of the question. Here's firm 1's reaction. Here's firm 2's. Actually, for this semester, they had to solve for both firms' best response functions because there was not symmetry, because they had different costs here. Okay, so that was portion 2. Here's portion 3. Here's portion 4. Again, from winter 2020. This is a motivation moral hazard. Try to eliminate moral hazard by sufficiently incentivizing hard work was what this question was doing. Sorry if the audio is crackling. When I played it back to myself, it was crackling. However, I've had trouble with this mic even like I made a video and there's like no audio. And so I got a new cord, but I didn't get the right cord because I forgot that I run it through another system. I got like whatever is the 3-pin to USB, but that's not what I run. I run it through another system. Whatever. So, all right. So here's a game theory question. Try to find all Nash equilibria in pure strategy. In this one, I didn't ask for mixed strategy Nash equilibria. I have a video on finding Nash equilibria by best response method, so you could take a look at that. This one was asking you to find, firstly, dominant strategy, secondly, mixed strategy Nash equilibria. Remember, when you're doing mixed strategy Nash equilibria, you want to determine the proportion with which each player will use their strategy, where the player's choosing how often that they're playing one strategy or the other so as to keep the other player indifferent. And I've got a video on finding mixed strategy Nash equilibria. It's pretty good as well. So, and here's that solution. Again, I'm going over this pretty quick because I want to keep the video kind of small so that it'll upload. If you need to, I'll pause the video and then be able to work the question. And hopefully that'll work. So, all right. This was a cost innovation question. So I'm not going to ask a cost innovation question for spring 22, but nevertheless, it was an interesting question. Okay, so yeah, here's the solution to this. And then here is the solution to the innovation question. yeah, I mean, I'm sort of updating the version of the classes, and I'm trying to more clearly distinguish between content that I've moved into intermediate micro and moved out of economics of entrepreneurship. And the idea is, as colleagues around me are interested in making, which I sort of fully embrace, a more modern intermediate microeconomics course. That means that I can sort of upgrade some of that content that would have previously been in economics of entrepreneurship and vice versa. So anyway. And okay, so here's the game theory question asking for dominant strategies. Solve for Nash equilibria in pure strategies. If it says pure strategies, you're not looking for any mixed strategy Nash equilibria, though one certainly exists. Here is the solution to that video. Solution to that question. This is a Cornell question. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Are you bored? I'm bored. I'm bored already. I want to be able to say something about these, but I also don't want the video to be, because if I start saying too much, the video is going to be super long. I do not want to just upload this file, because if I do that, it ends up on Chegg, and then the questions are no use to me in the future, and so I don't want that to happen. So, all right. So this was 20. Yeah. So this is portion 3 from Spring 21. Here's a Cornell oligopoly question. This is with symmetry, so you only have to find the reaction curve for one, and then you could just switch the numbers for the other. The subscripts. Find the Cornell equilibrium quantity, Cornell equilibrium profits. Now, suppose firm 1 is a Stackelberg leader, right? So you'd actually just remember for Stackelberg, you'd reformulate firm 1's profit using replacing Q2 with Q2 of Q1, replacing Q2 in firm 1's profit function with firm 2's best response to firm 1's choice. And that allows you to write firm 1's profits strictly out of with respect to its own strategic variable, Q1. This is matching pennies. So the mixed strategy Nash equilibria is 1/2, 1/2, right? Here I'm asking you to walk through, this is actually a really good question, because I'm asking you to walk through the best response, and you'll find like where the underlines lie. 2 underlines in a given cell correspond to a Nash equilibria. That doesn't happen. So there's a mixed strategy Nash equilibria. That's this right here. All right. So then here's the solution for that. Whoops. Did I not give the solution for that? Where was this one? 2-1. Sorry, I'm going to go out of order. I'm just going to bring this one up. So this was the solution to the one we just talked about. So here's the Cornell solution. And then finding the Stackelberg solution, the leader would set 900. The follower would have 450. Because we had the same costs, the leader is going to produce the monopoly quantity, and the follower is going to produce something less than monopoly quantity. Here is that solution. Finding best responses. Yep, 1/2, 1/2 for each player. And then here's the mathematical argument. Again, when we're finding mixed strategy Nash equilibria, they're selecting the weighting that they're putting towards each of their 2 strategies so as to keep their co-player indifferent. All right, so let me go back to, this was part 2, right? So this was a bunch of utility functions. Find the utility maximizing bundle for each of the 3 consumers facing the same budget line. So here's the utility function. I like questions like this, because then you basically have the same prices and income, and then you show how 3 different consumers, or 3 consumers with 3 different preference shapes would fare. Oh, and I skipped right to the solution one. So sorry, this is going to have the solution in here immediately. This was a good take-home exam or online exam question, but not as good for in person, because in person I like to have it come out to nicer numbers than this. Here's some kind of unwieldy decimals, right? This was a cost minimization problem. So Cobb-Douglas preferences, or Cobb-Douglas production technology. wage was 6, rental rate of capital is 12. And then we have to produce 120 units. And then the minimum cost to do so, right? That's the value function. So we did that here, right? I don't know. Here was just, I did this out of order for this last one. Sorry, here's just like the blank one. I don't know why I'm showing you this now because it's useless if you just saw the solution, but whatever. So, all right, cool. And then we did this one already. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, it's completely unusual video because I'm just showing you the solution literally. But anyway, and I hope it's small enough that it's going to upload quickly. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.